Good morning, I suppose. This is the poem or song quiz as part of the build up to the Cardiff Met Uni Anthology 2020 launch. Yay! Uh, I'm James. I'm going to be your host for this quiz, and what's going to happen is I'm going to read a series of 26 quotes, which are either going to be from songs or from poems. What you have to do is you have to try and guess which one they're from. You get bonus points if you can guess either which poet it is or which songwriter, and extra bonus points if you can say what the song or the poem is. There are a few rules that you should probably know about. I've kept it so that it's rhymed verses, so that it's a bit more fair. If you get a load of free verse poetry, you're going to recognize it immediately. And I've also tried to keep it so that I only have one stanza at a time. I've kept the editing that I've done to a minimum. I've basically only changed two so that they fit a more poetic stanza. So, without further ado, let's start. Question 1. And even silence found a tongue to haunt me all the summer long. The riddle nature could not prove was nothing else but secret love. Question 2. The highway is full of big cars, going nowhere fast. Folks is smoking anything that burns. Some people wrap their lives around a cocktail glass, and you sit wondering where you're going to turn. Question 3. And in the end they traded their quiet wings for the resignation that living brings, and exchanged love's bright and fragile glow for the glitter and the rouge, and in a moment they were swept before the deluge. Question 4. Dreamed last night I was dreaming. Somebody answered my prayer, cried out over my shoulder, only the devil was there. Question 5. It's just a rumour that was spread around town. A telegram for a picture postcard. Within weeks they'll be reopening the shipyard and notifying the next of kin once again. Question 6. Then the downpour ceased to my sharp, sad pain, and out she sprang to her door. I should have kissed her if the rain had lasted a minute more. Question 7. She spills with compassion as that young child's face in her hands she grips. Can you imagine all that greed and avarice coming down on that child's lips? Question 8. If I ventured in the slipstream between the viaducts of your dream, where the immobile steel rims crack and the ditch in the back roads stop. Question 9. Broken glass in the street of clocks, empty coats in the street of spindles, in the streets of bridegrooms, broken locks, burning books in the streets of candles. Question 10. And dreaming through the twilight that does not rise or set, happily I may remember, and happily may forget. Question 11. She says she knows about jokes. This time the joke is on me. Well, I have no opinion about that. I have no opinion about me. Somebody could walk into this room and say, your life is on fire. It's all over the evening news. All about the fire in your life on the evening news. Question 12. The Sacred Heart is bleeding. Go tell the Holy Ghost that the drunk is cheating to get the things he needs the most. Question 13. I'm not being smart or trying to be cold on my part, and I'm not going to wear my heart on my sleeve. But you know, people don't act rational, oh. They think they're just on TV. Question 14. Even if she's content in his warmth, she is plagued with urgency. Searching kisses, the man she misses, the man that he longs to be. Question 15. With the love of the storm he burns, he sings, he laughs, well I know how, but forgets when he returns, as I shall not forget her go now. Question 16. Long has paled that sunny sky, echoes fade and memories die. Autumn frosts have slain July. Question 17. Then I came back from where I'd been. My room, it looked the same, but there was nothing left between the nameless and the name. Question 18. I don't go to parties. Well, what are they for if you don't want to find a new lover? You drink and you listen and drink a bit more and take the next day to recover. Question 19. And in any case, it wouldn't be the same, because we've all grown up and we've got our own lives. And the values that we had once upon a time seem stupid now, because the rent must be paid, and some bonds severed, and others made. Question 20. It's been hard since I left the garden. I don't feel so good in my clothes, but I'm not shaking hands with the warden, and I'm not going back to the Rose. Question 21. Hiding hair and dewy eyes, I am no more with life and death. My heart upon his warm heart lies. My breath is mixed into his breath. Question 22. And the early dawn cracks out a carpet of diamond, leaving a cash crop car lot filled with twilight coupe de villes, leaving the town in a keeping of the one who is sweeping up the ghost of Saturday night. Question 23. And when it runs out, we're chasing something we'll never catch. And when it runs out, we buy more. You make my tongue loose, I am hopeful and stutter free. I can charm them all. Question 24. The day he moved out was terrible. That evening she went through was hell. His absence wasn't a problem, but the corkscrew had gone as well. Question 25. Nothing is serious when you're 17. One evening, sick of the beer and the lemonade, the noise and bright lights of the cafe scene, you sit out under trees on the promenade. Question 26. Speaking King's English in quotation, as railhead towns feel the steel mills rust. Water froze in the generation, clear as winter ice. This is your paradise. Right, okay. thank you for sitting through that. The answers will be coming out in a second video sometime later on today. I'm not entirely sure when. I'm recording from the past. So have fun trying to work out the answers. And obviously tune into the rest of the celebrations for the CMU or CMET. I can't remember what we were actually supposed to be calling it. The CMET 6 Anthology. And go and buy it when it is published. Bye.